And our fourth main topic today gets submitted to us by Mitchell A. And Mitchell A writes, "Hey, John, Paramount has announced they've delayed a few of their films, but most interesting among them is WandaVision director Matt Shakman, his new Star Trek film. It was previously expected to be in the summer, but is now December 22nd, the day Disney had reserved for Patty Jenkins' Star Wars Rogue Squadron. We still don't know if Disney is holding on to it or ditching that date for something else currently. What are your thoughts on the shuffle?" All right, thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yes, Paramount just announced a couple of big moves. One, they just moved that Star Trek movie coming out that I'm very excited about. Number one, because I'm a Star Trek fan, but number two, because you got the showrunner and the director of WandaVision, coming in to direct it. I loved WandaVision, so I'm very, very excited to see what he's going to do with it. So that's been delayed by like 6 months. Also notably, Transformers. Transformers, I think it's called Rise of the Beasts. Is that the full name of the title of the movie? Anyway, Transformers has also been moved by like a year. They moved it by like a year. What's interesting here is that the Star Trek movie has now landed on the same release date for Rogue Squadron. This comes to us from the folks over at Variety who write the following. Transformer Rise of the Beasts, a prequel in the sci-fi action franchise, has moved back a year. It was originally scheduled for June 24th, 2022, and will now open on the big screen on June 9th, 2023. A frickin' year it moved. Anyway, the still untitled Star Trek movie was supposed to premiere on June 9th, 2023, but it was delayed to December 22nd of 2023 to accommodate the shift for Transformers. The next Transformers chapter is currently scheduled to hit theaters on the same day as an untitled Sony Marvel blockbuster, which will probably be delayed. Star Trek is opening alongside Disney's Star Wars Rogue Squadron, a Patty Jenkins-directed spin-off set in a galaxy far, far away, unless one blinks. It'll be a battle of the stars at the Christmas box office. And again, that comes to us from the folks over at Variety. All right, what's going to happen here? Number one, I have no idea why they moved Transformers a year. I mean, they just announced that they were done shooting. It still has post-production to do, but, you know, the director came out and said, we're done, wrapped, woohoo, we're done shooting the movie. And it's still a long ways off, and they just delayed it a year. So I don't know what's behind that. To me, the more interesting thing is the Star Trek movie now landing on that choice Christmas season date. And what would normally in past years be considered a suicidal move, trying to release on the same day as a Star Wars movie. So why are they being this crazy? Well, it's really not that crazy at all for a couple of reasons. And actually only one big reason. The one big reason is this, is that we all know that they announced earlier that the start of production, we talked about this yesterday, the start of production on Patty Jenkins' Rogue Squadron movie has been delayed, but they didn't announce that they were moving the release date. They were just, moving and delaying the start of production. I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that I don't think this movie's going to happen at all. I've been thinking about this more and more. I had some doubts yesterday, but the more I think about it, I don't think this Patty Jenkins Rogue Squadron movie is going to happen at all. Now, again, this comes from no insider information. I'm not stating this as fact. Don't, go running off and telling people John Campea said it's official. No, I'm just saying, I don't think that movie's happening at all. But even if that Rogue Squadron movie is happening, there's no way it's going to make that release date. No way. Not a chance. It was going to comfortably make their release date. If in fact they started shooting when they said they were going to start shooting it in 2022, but with it being delayed and not even announcing when it's delayed to, it's now not on the production schedule. So even though they haven't come out and said, oh yeah, we can't start production now, but they haven't come out and said that we're moving the release date. I don't think there's any way they're moving the release date. So Star Trek moving to that date, I think is perfectly safe. I think it's a perfectly safe release date for them. So listen, Star Trek Paramount just got handed a gift. You get to release your Star Trek movie in that prime Christmas season, and you don't have to worry about a Star Wars movie because it's moving out. Because I don't even think that thing's happening. Now, it's going to be interesting to keep our eyes on why Transformers got bumped an entire year. We'll keep our eyes on that. I do want to know about that. But for me, it's really quite good news day. It's a very good news day if you're a Star Trek fan, because now you get this really choice release date because Star Wars is gone. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts on this? Why do you think they moved Transformers? Do you like the idea of taking Star Trek and moving it into a now available Christmas date? Do you think maybe somehow, some way that Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie is still going to be able to come out on that date? I don't see how. But whatever you guys are thinking, jump down into the comment section below and leave us your thoughts.